Halloween pick'ems.
Bum, 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 bum.
YouTube Ozzico in the Goat House is back with Week 9 pick'ems. We're every single Tuesday with picks. I was gonna see how long I could do that for, but I could go long. We got loads of content on the channel. We got power rankings already up. We have trade deadline grades. I love your bunny ears, Peter the Rabbit. Peter the Rabbit's here. Junior's not here. Hopefully he's back next week. I mean, he's got to be, right? But I stole his ketchup outfit, so yeah.
Heinz Squirts.
Heinz Squirts, yeah. Heinz Squirts is retired, but we got the content here at the Goat House. So check out the channel, like, subscribe to notifications on, follow us on Twitter. Check out our sponsors, Liquid IV GLD Shop giveaway going on with the GLD Shop. Links pinned in the comments. Let's take a look at the standings. Pete has got a pretty good lead. Peter the Rabbit with a pretty good lead. We're gonna have to switch your pig to a rabbit. You got the right color.
Yeah.
You got the right color. I'm in second with 77. That's why I got the ketchup costume on. I got to catch up.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
That was awful.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Problem solved. We got Pete in first at 80. I got 77. Oh, the other 76. Junior 73, and he's not here to defend himself. It is unfortunate. The Week 8 winner was Crazy Sauce. He's been on the show before because he won, so he's back. Super Picks League, you see the leaderboard. Picks League, you see the leaderboard. Crazy Sauce actually in first place. He had a monster week last week, it looks like. Let's go on to the Week 9.
You're blending in over there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this green screen. We're going to go on to the Week 9 picks.
Ooh.
Oh, there's Petey the Rabbits, Titans. Hot off a win with Will Levis looking good. They're at the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday Night Football. Kenny Pickett was beat up, but he will play. But there's going to be no Minka Fitzpatrick. So, yeah, that was it. That wrapped it up.
But they got Cam Hayward back.
They do have Cam Hayward back.
We think.
You taking the Titans?
Oh, yeah.
He's taking the Titans.
I'm all in. I'm all in on the Will Levis hype.
Oh, God. He's getting hyped.
No, I just think he brought that spark that we needed.
This is wild
yeah.
right now.
He was taking some deep shots. Like we haven't seen that in a really long time. We put up 28 points. It's like the first time in like almost 2 years we put up 28 points, believe it or not. Maybe we'll break 30 in this game. That'd be awesome. Steelers defense really, it gets talked about as one of the better defenses, but pass defense, they haven't been great. Run defense, they haven't been great. It's really just their pass rush that kind of, obviously it makes some game-changing plays for them. That's why they're having a pretty good, I'm not saying the team's not having a good season, but they're having an okay season just because of that pass rush, making some crazy plays. It's going to be a tough test for our offensive line, but I think we have to establish the run. I think Derrick Henry has a really good game and opens up the pass. That's why I like the Titans in this one.
He likes the Titans. I got a series of picks from other people. Junior's taking the Titans. Old Yeller is taking the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
The Week 8 winner, which was Crazy Sauce, he is taking the Titans.
Look at this.
And we have another guest picker. There was a tiebreaker at the top. Usually I go with who breaks the tiebreaker, like score, whatever ESPN has. But we used the top two this week. Jacob's been a long Goat House subscriber, like long-time supporter, so I decided to use Crazy Sauce and Jacobs, and he is going with the Titans. And I guess I'll just lone dog it on the Steelers.
Whoa.
I guess I'll do it. This is one of the tougher ones to pick. I think I lone dog on the Steelers once before this year, or maybe you were with me on it.
The first game of the year?
No. Second game. They won. Did you take them over the Browns? I don't remember. Primetime Steelers.
I did.
Primetime Steelers win football games.
They do.
Okay? They win football games. Kenny Pickett's playing. If he wasn't playing, I wasn't going to take Mitch. What did I say? Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky. I wasn't going to pick.
You did it on purpose.
Mitch Trubisky. I wasn't going to do it.
Mr. Biscuit.
Mr. Biscuit. But he's not playing. Kenny Pickett's playing. Minka's out. That makes it tough. I am a little worried. I kind of get flashbacks to the Titans-Packers in Lambeau primetime last year. That was Thursday Night Football, where they just ran the ball, controlled the clock. I can see that happening, and that's why I almost went with the Titans, because I can see Derrick Henry just running all over the Steelers and, again, controlling the clock and giving Kenny Pickett limited chances. And Levis played well last week. Yeah, I also could see, Levis put some things on tape where they aired the ball downfield, which we don't really, that's really not on the tape from the Titans. So the Steelers kind of got to worry about that, but also worry about Derrick Henry running. So those things kind of side with the Titans. But Titans have been stinky away, really good at home, but stinky away. The Steelers are better at home, especially in prime time. Cam Hayward's back. Pass rush gets after Levis, makes his job a little harder this week. The Falcons are good, but they don't have that pass rush. This is a 50-50 game. Again, really thinking about that Titans-Packers game from last year, but I'm going to go alone. I'm going to lone dog it. We're going to go with the Steelers. I think I'm 2-1 on lone dogs this year.
Just 2-1?
Historically, pretty good record. Pretty good record. So we'll see. I got to catch you, so here's an opportunity, I guess. But I can just dig myself more of a hole. This is a good one to go with. This is a good one. Titans haven't won away yet.
They have not.
But big test for Levis. We'll see.
I'm excited.
We will see. So yeah, I loan. What's my character's name right now? Stitch. I lone stitched it.
Lone stitched.
Lone Stitch. All right, we got a good one.
Oh.
This week's gonna really separate the men from the boys. There's a lot of heavyweight battles, and this is a true test for the Miami Dolphins. They haven't beat a good team yet. They're a good team, but they haven't beat a good team yet. The good teams they play, they lost to. So, true test against the Kansas City Chiefs. This one is in Germany. This one is a early Sunday game in Germany. The Chiefs are coming off a loss to the Broncos. This is gonna be this is tough to pick too. I mean, I could start us off. I instantly want to say Chiefs instantly because they're the Chiefs. No, because, well, that, and they're coming off a loss. Do I really see them losing back-to-back? They're going to be playing pissed off here. And the Dolphins just cannot beat good teams. They just can't, are they going to be able to do it? That's a big question here. But then I've kind of given myself a little bit of rule based off these past, overseas games. The team, unless the teams go there around the same time, it's, make an exception. But the team that leaves way before the other team to go there to get more prepared has the advantage. The Dolphins are already there, based on what I heard, and the Chiefs are going there Thursday. That is quite the difference. I think that gives the Dolphins the advantage. No Nick Bolton in that Chiefs defense again this week. Jalen Ramsey's back for a second week. I think it's going to be a shootout. I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I'm going to do it. They're going to have to. Okay, if they lose, I'm just not going to pick them against good teams probably the rest of the year. I'm probably going to pick them against them when they play the Bills next. And any other good teams they're playing. We'll see when we get there. But they're going to have to win this game for me to trust them here. But I think they can do it. I think they have the advantage being there a little earlier. The Chiefs look good against the Chargers, but even in their win streak before that, they looked beatable, But the Dolphins are as well. I just think the Dolphins' offense can be too much. The Chiefs' defense has been playing good this year, but I think the Dolphins are going to be something a little extra here. So, feeling the Dolphins at the moment. That game obviously can go either way.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know. I think I'm going to lean the same direction as you. I think I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I was the one who was saying that as well, that they haven't beat anyone good. I picked the Bills against them. Everyone was picking the Dolphins earlier in the year when everyone was claiming the Dolphins were the best team. I picked the Bills, and the Bills did it. And then I picked the Dolphins against the Eagles, and that came back to bite me. Yeah, look at that. But yeah, I'm going to trust the Dolphins here, going against a good opponent. But I don't know, the Chiefs usually kind of do this. I feel like they always start off a little slow the first half of the season, and then all of a sudden they start picking it up. So I have a feeling they might lose this one, but then they're going to go on a run come the back end of the season here.
All right. So I was surprised that both of us went with the Dolphins, but get a load of this. Yeller is going with the Dolphins. Jacob is going with the Dolphins. The Week 8 winner, Crazy Sauce, going with the Dolphins. Junior, this is shocking, but Junior is going to loan Junior it over on the Chiefs. So one person picking the Chiefs. Now, this could look like an overreaction pick. It could look like they lost to the Broncos last week, so we're going to pick against them. That wasn't really our thinking. I don't know, but I think the Dolphins have the advantage being there much earlier, but and I think their offense might be a little much, and I think the Chiefs are going to be missing. They are missing, and they are going to be missing Nick Bolton. So Dolphins having Jalen Ramsey plays a factor.
Yeah.
As well. I know it's the second week he's back, but he had a pick last week. Dolphins got to take care of the football. Both teams got to take care of the football. The Dolphins kind of let the Patriots kind of stay in it, even though they never really were in it, if that makes sense. But with some of those turnovers, they had one. It was kind of a fluky one to start the second half. But I'm surprised that all of these people are going with the Dolphins in this one. So
what do you mean these people?
These people, all of us people. These people, the people that aren't here, really. I got four people we're picking for that aren't even here. We should have called up one of these. We should have called up Jacob, see if he wanted to come on the show instead of Junior. That would have been a good idea. Wonder what costume he would have wore. Okay.
Probably a Cartman one.
Maybe Cartman. Yeah, that was good. It's good. Next game, the Vikings and the Falcons. Let me tell you. Falcons are pretty lucky. They're pretty lucky, not that Kirk Cousins is injured, but that Josh Dobbs is not playing in this game. No, all seriousness, though, I probably would have picked the Vikings if Josh Dobbs was playing. I'm just not going to trust Jaren Hall. I will take the Falcons in this one. He probably won't be pressured a ton. The Falcons don't get a ton of pressure, and Grady Jarrett's out. Vikings pass protection's been good, so Jaren Hall will have an opportunity to sit back there and throw it. Falcons secondary is very solid, though. I think it's a low-scoring game. The Vikings defense playing very well. They're going to blitz. If it's Ritter or Heineke, they're going to blitz them. They'll probably have a solid game. I think a low-scoring game probably stay. You think Jaren Hall is playing the Falcons, probably going to be an ass-beating? No, I think it's going to stay close, but I think the Falcons get the job done. I'd honestly, if Josh Dobbs was playing, I would take the Vikings in this game. Not that he's like a great quarterback, but I think that's enough.
He's the best.
I think that's just enough. Right? He's a rocket scientist.
He is a rocket scientist.
He should learn the playbook fast.
He will. But I'm going to go with the Falcons as well.
Okay.
At home, I think they bounce back. Sucks they lost Grady Jarrett. Might affect their chances of winning the division now, honestly. The defense.
Does it suck that the Vikings lost Kirk Cousins?
Oh, no, it does. Sorry. Forgot about that. Yeah.
We're
skipping over that completely. Yeah, it sucks for the Vikings because I was saying last week that they were going to go on a run.
What were the chances
easier
of making
part of the schedule?
the playoffs?
I think I think it was a very high chance they're making the playoffs.
What were the chances they were winning the division over the Lions?
I don't know about that. Like it would have came down. I think it would have came down to.
They play each other twice still, so that.
Yeah, it would have came down to it. Yeah, it sucks. Sorry, Vikings fans. I was getting ahead of myself just because. I'm trying to cover my own.
Your ass.
Yeah.
You're trying to cover your
with the Falcons
ass.
Because Falcons were my. I was kind of a lone dog on them to win the division. Now I'm a little scared with Grady Jarrett out and
the shit quarterback.
And Desmond Ritter not playing great, and Heineke will probably look good in this game maybe, and then he'll just be bad the rest of the way. So it's a little scary.
All right, so we have some mixed picks here. We got some mixed picks. Junior. Well, so no mixed picks yet. He's going with the Falcons. And then we got Old Yeller going with the Vikings, feeling the Vikings in this one. And then we got Jacob. Jacob's going with, we're reading so many picks. This is just too much. Jacob's going with the Falcons. And then Crazy Sauce, who won the week, is going with the Vikings. So we have some mixed picks there. I'm getting confused. I'm reading four different. You could help me out a little bit there. Junior really not being here. Just we're gonna give him shit in the comments. Say something mean about Junior in the comments. Feel free. Best joke about Junior. What am I gonna give the best joke about Junior in the comments? We're gonna give you something. We're gonna at least shout you out on Twitter. So comment section. Let him have it. I don't know what you possibly can come up with, but yeah.
Do your best.
Do your best. Well, okay. That's 4 for the Falcons, 2 for the Vikings with rookie quarterback Jaren Hall. We'll see how that goes. He has some weapons. The Vikings been looking good, so it's unfortunate that Cousins got hurt. But next game, Cardinals and Browns. Going to be Clayton Tune unless they decide to go with Kyler. If they feel he is ready. Right off the bat, Jacob said he is going with the Cardinals, but that's only if Kyler plays. But he said Cardinals, so maybe he's leaning towards that happening. We will see. But it sounds like he'll go with the Browns if Kyler's not playing, not trusting Clayton Tune. So I'm going to go with the Browns actually either way. Kyler could definitely give him a boost. Tape really isn't out on him in that new offense. This is interesting. Drew Petzing is the offense coordinator of the Cardinals, which they switched the system, going from Kingsbury's almost like spread style system to Petzing's West Coast style, and he was with the Browns. So very familiar with each other there, but it is a new defense for the Browns, so I guess Petzing's not familiar with that. But I think the Browns defense will have an answer for whoever is at quarterback for the Cardinals, and I think the Browns will do just enough on offense. The Browns should have won last week. They choked it. We don't want any of those choke moments here in this one, so I'm going to go with the Browns either way.
Yeah, give me the Browns either way, too. I think this would be not a good decision to rush Kyler Murray back for this game. He would get pressured a lot, forced to run around with that ACL. I just wouldn't be an ideal game for him to come back into.
Yeah, so everyone's going Browns. And again, Jacob is mainly thinking Cardinals if Kyler Murray plays. But there you have it. So everybody else for the Browns. The Brownies. Do they get back on track here?
Possibly.
Perhaps. Next game, Rams and Packers. I mean, tough one to pick because we don't know if Stafford's playing or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to put myself over on the Rams for two reasons. I'll say I'm not an injury expert like I always say. I'm going to say Stafford plays, but I could be wrong. So if Stafford plays, I go with the Rams. But if Stafford doesn't play, I'm leaning Packers, but I could see the Rams winning still because the Packers are that bad right now. They just have nothing, because they still have to play the Rams defense, which isn't the greatest defense, but the Packers offense is just struggling. Jordan Love is just struggling right now. So if they didn't play Stafford, they still might struggle to score. So that, so I'm leaning Rams, but if Stafford doesn't play, I definitely could switch it, but we're just going to put myself on the Rams. That's why I hate these. I
don't know where to put myself. I'm in the same. I'm definitely.
It's the bad part about recording these on Tuesday night.
If Stafford's out, I'm definitely going with the Packers, but.
If he's playing Rams,
I'm going Rams. So I don't know where you think he's gonna play. So
right there. I don't know if really though. I'm not the injury guy. Juniors, I'm sure he's the same situation, but he told us Rams. He's going with. Crazy Sauce says Rams. I believe he said. I should have wrote it down. I believe he said with or without Stafford, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Jacob has the Packers right now, and Yeller has the Packers, but he says if no Stafford. So
look at that, we're just all over the board.
Yeah, so if Stafford plays, expect the old Yeller swap-a-roni. Yeah, so these are the types of games I hate for the picks video on or it being on Tuesday night because we really don't know. But again,
goal swap-a-roni.
If Stafford plays, I'm very confident with the Rams. I think they're just better. The Packers are struggling right now. They just traded their best corner. I know Alexander's their best corner, but Douglas has been playing like their best corner this year. And if Stafford doesn't play, I actually think it'll be a close game, and it could, more likely Packers, but it could go either way. So that kind of makes me want to go with the Rams for right now. Saying it that way, but. We will, and Jordan Love still has to deal with Aaron Donald, don't forget. Still has to deal with him. Well, whoever the quarterback is for the Rams has to deal with Rashawn Gary, though. But
Newly paid
Rashawn Gary. Next, the Commanders and the Patriots. Today, the Commanders just traded both of their starting pass rushers, Montez Sweat to the Bears, Chase Young to the 49ers. So
give me the Patriots.
So you're going to take the Patriots. Okay. You're not going to be
what kind of signal does that send to the team right there? You trade, they're rumored to get traded, and they end up you would think it'd be just one of them, but it was just both of them were gone. It's like, all right, I don't know. I was also looking at last time the Commanders played the Eagles. It went to overtime, right?
Right.
And then the next week, the Commanders played the Bears on Thursday night, and they got absolutely steamrolled by the Bears. Now they play the Eagles again.
They got snot
pounded. They got snot pounded. And then they played the Eagles again. They played them really close. So what's going to happen here? They're going to go to New England. They're going to get the snot pounded out of them.
Oh, this is your snot pounding of the week?
Yeah, give me the Patriots to the snot pounding here.
Oh my God, that's a little bold.
It is a bold one. We're going to go with it.
I actually have a bold. I might have a bold one. I'm still cooking it up, so we'll see what's going on with that one. But yeah, it seems like the Commanders, every other game pretty much, like it's either the offense or the defense is on. Like they can't have both on at the same time. So last week the offense
was on, but now they traded away their 2 edge rushers, so the offense is going to be off and the defense is going to be off.
It was scheduled to be the defense being on, but they traded both pass rushers, so it most definitely it could still be the Patriots.
Ryan Kerrigan might have to suit up and play in this one.
Patriots offense stinks, so I mean both. It just.
But you're going with the Patriots.
But I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think they'll have an answer for Sam Howell, make him flustered. But the Commanders have weapons. They could get the job done with those weapons. But if they didn't trade both their pass rushers, I might be taking the Commanders right now. That's actually the difference. So I will take the Patriots. Junior is taking the Patriots.
Everyone's taking the Patriots except for
you can't really
Sauce.
You can't really tell me that way.
Sorry.
Sauce taking the Commanders. Jacob, we got too much going on. Usually we only take one guy's picks. I took Jacob's pick this week. I might have effed myself in the A with that one. It's okay.
Well, it's on Junior, right? So he's not here.
It's Junior's fault.
Leave him a comment.
Let us know in the comment section what Junior's punishment should be. Best idea. I just changed it completely.
Before it was like say
something mean or a joke. Mean. Now I want a punishment for next week, something to do with picks next week. That's better. I like that better. Let us know in the comments, and then we'll pick somebody out, shout them out, give them a kiss.
Out Will Greer.
Will Greer getting shouted out mid-video. All right, like it. Bears and Saints. Junior's going with the Bears. I'm not even going to look. I'm not going to look down at this piece of paper. He's taking the Bears. Dan, we always put him on the Bears. Dan's getting married this week. Clap it up. Later this week. So, maybe his Bears could win.
For him, that'd be awesome.
Probably not. They just traded for Montez Sweat. They got
Look
better.
At that. Getting after the quarterback.
Getting after quarterback for Dan's, I almost said birthday, for Dan's, for Dan's wedding. Anybody else, Bears?
No.
No, we're all going no. New Orleans Saints. Yeah. Another good joke. I'm on fire today.
Saints?
Go marching in.
Looked pretty good. Yeah, they went marching in on the Colts.
Go marching in. Okay. So everybody else, Saints, they're getting, the second half of that Jags game, they got offense going. The whole last game, they got offense going.
Kamara's back.
Kamara's feeling it. He was always back.
I'm saying last year you had a little bit of a down year.
Okay. All right.
A little of a down season.
I'm
a huge Kamara fan.
But Rashid Shaheed, looking pretty solid as a deep threat there for the Saints. Taysom Hill being used correctly. I mean, they got a variety of options. I like that.
Last 2 weeks, Taysom.
Yeller locked this in as it's a lock.
Snot pounding.
It's a lock ass beating of the week, I think is what that's what I wrote down at least. Lock ass beating of the week. I read a text. That's what I wrote down after I saw the text. I'll put this as a ass beating. I don't know if it would be quite the snot pounding, but I have a bold ass beating / snot pounding. Snot pounding might be a little bit too much, but there you have it, everybody. I mean, this is normal. Everybody for the Saints, and the Bears guys pick the Bears. What are you gonna do?
Per usual.
What are you gonna do, right? We'll see if the Saints offense keeps rolling. I would expect it to. Bears going Tyson Bagent, which his interceptions were bad. Well, the first one. Other than that, he wasn't too terrible, but that's part of it. They are going with him again. They already announced that, so they just want to see more of him. Maybe they've seen enough of Fields, or maybe Fields is actually still hurt. So we will see. But okay. Well, all right. Next game. Oh, we talked about this. This week's going to separate the men from the boys. A lot of heavyweight battles, but teams that still need to prove a lot. We got Seahawks and we got Ravens. Seahawks at Ravens. Big time football game right here. Mm-hmm. We got. All right, who do you got?
You guys watched my tier.
Your contender tiers last week?
Yeah, my contender, chicken tender tier list last week. You guys saw that I'm high on the Ravens. Would have been higher if they traded for Derrick Henry. It sounded like they were trying to a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Ravens at home. I think they've been taking care of business. Like they slipped up on with the Colts, but other than that, they've played pretty good all year against good opponents, against bad opponents. They take care of business. So I like them here. It's tough to game plan against them. I think their defense is getting better and better every week too.
Let's see. Junior is going with the Ravens. We have Yeller with the Ravens. We got
Sauce with the
Ravens. And
Jacob
is taking the Seahawks.
12th man.
He's the 12th man.
Yeah, because they're away.
Yeah, so he's the 12th man. I said I had a bold ass beating, maybe snot pounding. It's pretty bold because this is two great teams going at it, and I'm going to do it. I think this is going to be an ass beating. I think the Ravens are going to whomp them. I just got a feeling. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I just got a feeling. I was kind of feeling the Cowboys last week. Remember I said like they're going to really break out. They're going to give it to the Rams. Some people doubting them. I just like this matchup with the Ravens. The Seahawks have been just squeaking by. I think they're a little fortunate last week. The defense is getting better. The defense is getting better and better. I love the talent they have, the young talent. They have weapons on offense too. They added Leonard Williams. I'm sure he'll be ready this week. They got even better with him. Whether you think they gave up too much or not, they still got better. They're a very solid team, but they're kind of squeaking by. And they some teams that they should be better than. They did beat the Lions. That was a good one on the resume. But now playing a different animal in Baltimore, I think, again, the Seahawks defense, I like it. It's getting better and better. I think in the future, the near future, it could be an elite defense. I think it can get there because of how they've been drafting. It's most certainly not there yet. Right now, it looks really, really good based off last few weeks. I think that might be a little misleading. I don't know if they're really quite that good when playing against teams like to their level. I think it kind of shows in this game. I think they have an issue stopping Lamar running and through the air since he's been doing better with that Todd Monken offense. So I like the Ravens. I don't think they're going to score a shit ton of points. They'll score a decent amount. But the Seahawks, they've been more of a defensive team lately. So their offense hasn't done much. I still like their offense, but I don't really like it against the Ravens. So I think the Ravens have a very good game on both sides of the ball. I'm not saying they're going to score well over 30. I could definitely see this being like a Lions game though, like the Ravens Lions game. I can kind of see it. That was a snot pounding.
The other way though.
No, the same way. The Ravens snot pounded.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Why do I think the Lions beat?
No, I can see it. I can see it kind of being similar.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Seahawks should score more points, maybe.
They look a little scary. Ravens look a little
sus
scary
in the beginning of that Cardinals game last week.
It was all right, though.
I think they were off of beating the ass out of the Lions, and they were thinking about this game a little bit. We'll go with that. Don't shit the bed, Ravens. Don't make me look bad. I will put you last in the power rankings. I will do it. No, but
no, you won't.
Maybe. Just a feeling on that one. So Jacob's by himself on the Seahawks. Seahawks are a good enough team to pull it off, but I just got a feeling. When I get that feeling, you get a little tingly. What?
Feeling in your gut?
Oh yeah, I got that fire right in my gut. You get that feeling. Let me put my hood back on.
I feel just fire all around. I'm hot right now.
Yeah,
I'm hot in this thing.
I should have kept the ketchup because I do
hot
have
in
to
this
catch
thing.
up. You ever random? You ever hear an announcer say talk about in all sports? I think I've heard this. But they go, "Oh, he's hot right now." It was last week. I think it was Pete Carroll. They were talking about Seahawks versus Browns.
And he was.
Pete Carroll was mad in the sideline. The announcer goes, "Pete Carroll is hot right now," and it was I just thought it was really fun. So hot. He's so hot right now.
Heated.
I would say shit like that all the time if I was an announcer. That's why I don't have a job. Maybe I'd probably get fired instantly. But he's just so hot on the sideline right now. Okay, the Bucs in the Texans. The Texans laid a stinker last week against the Panthers. They gave them their first win. Stroud was a little stinky last week. Wasn't getting rid of the ball. It was weird to see.
Maybe they.
I know what you're gonna say.
What was I gonna say?
Something about the bye week.
Oh no.
No.
I was gonna say something and then I just
You forgot.
No, it didn't make any sense at all.
Just say it.
I was talking about the draft last year. They had to repay him, but it didn't make any sense because the Panthers.
Repay what?
That's what I mean. The Texans gave the Panthers the first pick. Now they gave them a win. Didn't make any sense.
What?
I was thinking the
other way.
The Bears
gave the Panthers the pick. The Texans traded up. Remember when they got?
Yeah, but I'm saying the Panthers still got the first pick. Or I mean, they. Oh, actually,
nobody knows what you're talking about.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you're totally right.
You should have kept your mouth shut.
I don't know why you said it. Should have kept it shut.
I thought you were gonna say like maybe the Texans got like hot and they were feeling it and they had to bye week and they got a little rusty because they're young players. They have energy. That's basically what you meant.
That's what I was going for.
Basically what you meant.
That's what I was going.
I got you.
That's what I was going for. Not last week. They didn't have a bye week last week.
The Texans?
No one had a bye week.
I mean, before this past week.
Yeah, they did.
What are you talking about? Last week. I'm talking like last week. Not this past week. The last week.
That's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
All right.
I'm saying they had a bye week and then they were a little rusty.
Yeah.
They were hot. They were so hot.
Yeah.
Before that.
So hot.
Bucks are pretty cold. They lost quite a few in a row.
This is a tough one, though.
First glance, I think it's tough because pretty much in the same boat, like similar like skill level teams. Could go either way. I'm just, matchup wise, this reminds me, the Bucks are a lot like the Pittsburgh Steelers in many ways. They like similar positives and strengths and weaknesses, I should say. Defensively, they almost have the same defense too. They quite a bit of cover 3. They'll blitz. It's a very, 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 very similar matchup for the Texans and the Steelers game. The Texans whomp the Steelers. It doesn't really work like that because they whomp the Steelers. They're going to whomp the Bucks. They are the Texans. We're just jacking this whole.
I know. I might have to redo this. Just this one.
No, the whole video.
Oh, the whole video.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that. I always look for a matchup. I think it's a very similar matchup as the Steelers game, so I think the Texans will win. I don't think they're going to pound the snot out of them or anything, but I will take them on a bounce back game. I think they just had to knock the rust. We'll go with that. Young guys that knock the rust off in the bye week.
I like it.
You're copying.
I'm going to go with the Texans. I'm going to go with the Texans. I think this is a close one. This was one of the tougher ones to pick this week. I'm going to go Texans just at home here, bouncing back.
Actually, a little bit of a surprise. Everybody's taking the Texans.
Oh, wow.
Everybody.
I am surprised.
You feel shocked?
I do feel shocked. Wow.
Everybody Texans. So there you have it. All the game, the whole game, the whole crew. I'm making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Houston across the board.
I was making sure too. I was looking. I was like,
you're full of shit. I wrote something.
That was a tough one, but I guess everyone's confident.
Got a lot on my plate today. I had to write all this down.
Yeah.
Had all those trades going on. Okay. Next game. Oh, the Panthers are hot. They're on a streak. They're on a streak. They're so hot right now. They just beat the Texans off the bye. Maybe it's a new Panthers team. Defense looked really good. They controlled the clock on offense. They didn't have to do a whole lot on offense, but maybe off the bye they go streaking through the quads down to the gymnasium. Maybe. I don't know. Colts defense very much sus. Very much sus. You said that last week. People in the comments were giving you shit. I guess you were on to something. I picked the Colts last week. I'm not sure why.
You know what, Colts fans? I'm picking the Colts for you. All right. I'm sorry for bashing your defense, even though I was right, but I'm gonna go with them though. I don't think the Panthers could get 2 in a row. They got a nice two-headed monster at the running back position with Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor. I think they just ground and pound it. Come out with the W.
Ground and pound or pound?
Frank Reich revenge game though.
Frank Reich revenge game, and for that reason, I will be taking the Colts. You thought I was going to go Panthers. Hey, I'll tell you what.
The one game he finally gave up play calling duties, and they win.
You said duties.
Duties. even though they scored 15 points.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Texans got solid defense. I was say tight defense. That's almost what I said. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Tight. It's a cohesive.
Sure, totally what I meant. Colts defense is sus. This is a true test for Bryce Young. Here's your opportunity. Get going. All right? You got the shitty Colts defense out there. You get going. Okay? I think they could. I think they will. But the Colts offense is actually pretty solid. Minshew could be a little sus sometimes. Josh Downs is tearing it up. Huge Josh Downs guy. But that running game is nasty. Two-headed monster at the running back position. They're going to run all over the Panthers. I think the Panthers score some points. Their defense looked good last week, so maybe I think they'll do good in the passing game. I don't think the Colts will do much in the passing game. I think the Colts are going to run pretty wild. I think they'll get pretty wild.
They'll get pretty nuts out there.
Yeah, all kinds of nuts. I Everybody Colts. All right. I thought somebody would go nuts and take the Panthers. I mean, they're hot right now. They're so hot. And the Colts are cold right now. Okay. Everybody Colts. I thought somebody would do it. I'm disappointed in everybody.
You're missing Sauce.
Am I?
Yeah.
God, he actually won. Look at that. He's on the wrong. This is just too much for me to handle today. I had too much on my plate today. It's too much. Blaming Junior. Let us know in the comments.
His fault.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Just a mess.
Just let us know in the comments. That's all you gotta do is let us know. Wonder how his bloody. What did he say at the end of the last video? In case you missed it, the very end of the last picture.
Go check that one out.
Just watch the last. Don't eat while you do it.
Yeah.
But the last second of the video and hear what Junior had to say. That almost
sure
sounds
no
like
one's gonna be eating by the time this one's out.
Yeah, that's a late one.
So that's a late one.
Enough with the bullshit. Let's get on with the Giants and Raiders. Raiders
and Giants.
Raiders and Giants.
That's what I thought you were going with.
Daniel Jones coming back.
Oh.
No more Tommy DeVito, right? I think Daniel Jones should be back. I guess it's not a guarantee yet. But
Tommy D
was awful. But
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. They should have won, even with him being that bad. Raiders, tough one against the Lions. The Lions are a good team. They thought they were better than the Lions. They were not better than the Lions. Ford Field, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Max Crosby's he's ridiculous, right? He's a guy. That's a guy. That's a guy right there.
That's a guy that I think every fan would want on their team.
Oh, yeah.
I would just love Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Love the energy. Love the juice.
He didn't win Old Yeller's Junkyard Dog for the year for no
nothing.
reason. He might win it back to back. He might go back to back. Who are you taking?
This is a tough one, too. I'm going to go with the Raiders at home, though. I think they bounce back. Jimmy's first game back, really rusty. Missed Devontae Adams a bunch. Devontae was upset. They obviously didn't trade him. I think they purposely get him going. They get him the ball just like they did. Was that against the Bears, right? They lost, though, but...
Yeah. But he was a little upset.
Yeah, but they got him the ball. They fed him the ball.
Did they?
They were. They were force-feeding him the ball a little bit.
They were struggling to get it to him last night, if that's what you're talking about. I mean, they were trying.
No, I'm talking about the Bears.
Yeah.
The Raiders versus Bears game. Like, he didn't have, like, a crazy game, but he had a lot of targets.
Okay.
I think they get him the ball, and it's better than having Hoyer out there. They had Hoyer against the Bears. Jimmy, I think, shakes the rust off. He's going to be a little bit more healthy. I think he does a little bit better in this game here.
Junior going with the Raiders. Yeller going with the Raiders. Jacobs going with the Raiders. Crazy Sauce.
You love Danny Dimes. You're going to do it.
Going with the Raiders.
You're going to do it.
I'm not a Danny Dimes guy, but let me lone wolf another one real quick. Give me the friggin' football Giants. Not New York football Giants, the friggin' football Giants. Ooh. They've been playing better. Okay, the quarterback play was very it was, I was going to say sus. That's not even accurate. I don't know. It was bad. But they probably should have won the game still.
Criminally bad, or?
It was that bad. But they should have won. They got unlucky. They can't let it slip away. The defense is playing incredible recently. I know they played the Jets and they played the Bills, and who else was in there? The Commanders. I mean, the Commanders scored a lot in the Eagles. Giants defense took a turn for the better recently. They're playing some ball. Kayvon Thibodeau. They did get. Yep. Just remember that. He hasn't been doing a whole lot. Okay. Kayvon Thibodeau. It's a man on a mission right there. There's a man on the mission. I'm excited about it. Daniel Jones back. I mean, he'll probably get pressured a ton by Max Crosby, so that's where I'm really hesitant with this pick.
What's the over/under on
sacks?
1.5 fumbles.
1.5 fumbles?
For Daniel Jones.
I'll take the under.
Oh, okay.
So he's got to fumble twice if you take the over. I don't think he's going to fumble twice. There's a chance he doesn't fumble once. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo, the guy was getting hit instantly, but he wasn't adjusting, wasn't getting the ball out. He's taking sacks.
He was rusty.
Kayvon Thibodeau coming to town. I don't know if Jimmy's even 100%. I like the way the Giants defense is playing. Wait. This is a mess video. Wait. We're moving past it. You see Jahmyr Gibbs run all over the Raiders. Saquon Barkley coming to Vegas. He's going to run all over the Raiders.
Yeah. Clip that one.
I like the Giants. winning this game. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Pete.
Oh, man.
I don't even know what I said. I don't even know.
Clip that one for Twitter. That was good. I like the Giants defense.
I don't even know what I said.
I don't even know what he said.
It's been a long day. Too many fucking
it is.
trades.
It's a late night here.
It's late, too. It's not even that late.
It is a little late.
No
Oh,
Junior. Too many trades happening today. The Vikings traded for Josh Dobbs. I don't even know what's happening, you know?
Oh, man. This is good.
I think my reaction to it was the best. I was like, wait, what?
No, you stopped talking then. That's what really sunk in.
Cowboys and Eagles. I told you. What did I say?
What?
The men are going to be separated from the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Separated from the men. These are big boy games right here.
This is
Cowboys
tough.
and Eagles, both hot right now.
I'm going back and forth on this one.
They're both pretty hot right now. Both very good. Top of the NFC. A.J. Brown looks like the best player in all of football right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
CeeDee Lamb went bonkers last week. Cowboys went bonkers. They won with offense. They won with defense. They won with special teams. Bonkers. The Eagles' defense gives up. They've been giving up a lot here and there. Some games are really good, but they've been giving up a lot. You give a lot to the Commanders, you might give up a lot to the Cowboys.
You know what you should do? You should like quote, or what is it? It's not even a quote thing anymore. What is it? Repost on Twitter every week. Every weekend you should repost the video of my reaction when they traded A.J. Brown. Just every week, just make it a thing. Just repost it over and over again. Yeah. That's how I feel. That's how I feel every week.
It hurts.
Every weekend when I watch A.J. Brown put up ridiculous numbers.
Does it hurt?
It does hurt really bad.
What hurts?
Hurts right here.
Oh, man.
Right here.
You should have been like, right around
here.
Okay, I was like, okay.
I knew that's what you were looking for. I just wasn't going to do it.
We're out of control on this
Out
one.
of control.
Man.
This is a tough one. I was back and forth. I was like, I'm going to go with Dallas. I think Philly's due for a loss. Everyone, are they number one in your power rankings?
Yeah.
Like you like they're due. Like
They're due for a loss.
They're due. But I don't know. I'm just looking at my tiers last week. I know the Cowboys impressed me. They were chicken tenders. The Eagles were up top as my Super Bowl favorites right now. I think I got to stick with that, especially with Philly at home.
What do you know why I'm laughing?
I don't know. I'm going to chicken tenders. I don't know. I'm going to take the Eagles.
I'm still thinking.
If it was in Dallas, I think I would definitely take the Cowboys in this one.
You know what? I'm pretty much right there with you. If it was in Dallas, I was taking the Cowboys. I really thought about this one. The Eagles could be due. This is where it's tough, though, because they haven't played too many good defenses. Really, they only played one, and it was the Jets, and they lost. And now you're playing
A.J. Brown's still going to go off.
You got a really good defense here. The Cowboys do rely on takeaways. I mean, the Eagles been turning the ball over a little bit, though. The Eagles will still, like, even if they turn the ball up, they will still put points up on the board. I think there's this. I know that. I know this. The Eagles, they will probably turn the ball over. They might struggle here and there. They will put points up on the board in this game. The Cowboys.
Byard loves playing against those Cowboys.
Dak needs to step up a little bit more in the big games against the big-time teams. I think to beat the Eagles, you air it downfield. And the Cowboys could do that. Will they do enough of it, though? There's some times where the offense just goes cold. What?
I'm calling a Kevin Byard interception.
Kevin Byard, I can see it.
Calling it. He always does it against the Cowboys.
Then
got
does he
two.
go to the Star?
He got two last year against them.
That was actually, I was dead
And then he went to the Star a couple years.
The game's in Philly.
Oh, yeah. A couple years ago, he went to the Star.
Yeah, I'm going to trust the Eagles a little bit more, but that's kind of the thing to watch. Can Dak step up in a big-time game? I'm not really doubting him. I think Dak's a very solid quarterback. Can they do enough? That's sometimes like the Cowboys have so much talent, but sometimes it feels like it's on CeeDee Lamb. Like it's if he's off, because he has random games where he kind of disappears a little bit.
And he might.
I think he'll have a good game.
Think so?
But it's kind of on him. Like if he is not going, then like nobody's going. That's kind of what it feels like. You know, so I both these teams, Eagles, can they play against the top defense?
Is Tony
football?
Pollard going to do anything anytime soon?
He does like something, but is it enough? Pass protection wise, that's why they were playing Zeke more than Pollard before, because Pollard, I think he took out Dak last week in pass protection. I think he just ran him over, if I'm recalling correctly. I just remember thinking, like, what is Pollard doing? If this was in Dallas, I'd like definitely go with the Cowboys. That's the thing. I'd like definitely go with them. But we'll take the Eagles. Going to trust them more still. This is weird. I think because both these teams are like proven top of the NFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could throw even though the Niners are on a 3-game losing streak, you could throw the Niners in there. I'm good with that, right? Seahawks up there right now. Lions up there right now too. But we are in agreement that both these teams have proven are enough already that they are at the top of the NFC. But at the same time, I want the
Cowboys chicken tenders.
At the same time, I want these teams to prove a little bit more, though. I want to see the Eagles play, take care of the ball a bit more, play better against good defenses because they haven't played too many good defenses. The Cowboys, can they play well in the big game? So, top teams, proving a lot, want them to prove a little bit more. I'm excited about it.
Cowboys are top teams in the regular season.
Yeah, this is the regular
playoffs.
season.
No, I know.
That's what I was talking about.
No, I know.
I think you can make some noise in the playoffs. NFC's kind of wide open.
Chicken tenders in the playoffs.
Junior's the Eagles. And Jacob is the Eagles. But
Yeller
Cowboys going with the boys.
So is Sauce.
And Sauce is going with the boys. Kind of got to slowly get through that. So there you have it. 2 for the boys, 4 for the Eagles.
I like it.
And it should be a good one, folks. It should be good. I'm excited about Pete's Buy Teams of the Week still. But we're not there yet. We are not there yet. Sunday night football. How about the thumbnail on Halloween? We got Joe Burrow in that alien costume. What a genius idea that was by the graphics guy. He's been struggling lately, but he's winning me over again with that thumbnail. But the Bills bounced back last week. They got to win. The Bengals they're coming. Here they come. They're coming. All right?
They might move their way back up to up a tier here.
I'm very confident in this game. Like maybe too confident. Maybe I'm stupid to be this confident. I don't know. I don't think I'm stupid, by the way. But whatever I said during the Giants game, maybe on that, maybe a little bit. But I'm very confident with the Cincinnati Bengals in this game. I like them at home on Sunday Night Football when they got the momentum. This is their time of the year. They're fine with playing in the cold. They get better in the cold. It's been a bad matchup, Bills versus Bengals. It's kind of been a bad matchup for the Bills in recent past.
Mm-hmm.
I think Joe Burrow can throw on them. I think Mixon might be able, he's not going to go crazy on the ground, but he might be able to do some damage there. On defense, I think they could they're not going to shut down Josh Allen and the boys, but they can create a turnover, maybe 2. The Bills, they'll be able to air it out, I think, but I don't know if they have a strong enough running game yet. Maybe they get Fournette back in the mix possibly, but I'm going to trust the Bengals here, but Bills a little beat up on defense. They are getting Rasul Douglas to see if he'll be ready this week, but I like the Bengals at home. I did not hesitate with this one. This is one of those ones where you think, you would hesitate. I didn't hesitate at all. I like the Bengals. That could backfire on me saying that, of course, because the Bills are a very good football team. Even though they've been struggling recently, I still think they're a very good football team. I'm going to go with the Bengals, though.
I like the Bengals, too. You pretty much
said
it all. Yeah, you nailed it. I mean,
it out of the
they usually play them really well. I was thinking back, sad times, but the last time these two teams played, did they play in the playoffs? No, they didn't meet. Did they?
Yeah, Bengals shellacked them in the playoffs in the snow. They just
remember though. This is the DeMar Hamlin game, Monday Night Football. But the Bengals looked like they were starting to take control of that one too. But I like the Bengals. I think they just match up really well against the Bills.
Okay. Yeller's got the Bengals. Jacob's got the Bengals.
Man.
Crazy Sauce, first place in the league. He's got the Bengals. Junior is going to lone dog it, lone wolf it, lone bill it.
It's a good lone. It's a good lone one right there.
I don't think so.
I think so, though.
Maybe. Never know. We'll see. I'm actually going to be surprised if the Bills win. I don't just get that feeling. I'm just going to be surprised. Kind of like Seahawks, Ravens, like big time teams. I'm going to be surprised if Seahawks win. I'm just going to be surprised. I don't know. What do we got for Monday Night Football? Chargers at Jets, which is actually an interesting one because Chargers have struggled a little bit this year. Herbert struggled a little bit this year. They had a bounce back game against the Bears. They should, though. Home Sunday night against the Bears. Come on. The Jets defense has been top tier. They've been making good quarterbacks look bad. Justin Herbert's looked bad at times. I still think he's a very good quarterback, but so the Jets defense could play a good ball game. I think this could be a defensive game. I think it's going to be low scoring, very low scoring.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna bolt up.
You're gonna bolt up?
Yeah. I think the Jets have been squeaking by so much
but
recently.
Their defense is gonna make it that way.
The defense does, but like, I just think that this one I'm not gonna say it's a snot pounding, but I think
I don't think anywhere near that.
You don't think so?
The Chargers offense.
I think it's gonna be like a 24-13 game. Chargers.
Well, I don't know about that, Pete. Junior's bolting up. That goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy Sauce is going with the Chargers.
Do it. Pick the Jets.
Old Yeller's taking the Chargers. Jacob is doing it. He's taking the Jets. I think closer than you think. I think it's a defensive game. I think the Jets might Herbert look a little sus. I mean, he'll have good moments still here and there. But the Jets are very beat up. I think the Chargers defense will also have a very good game, and it's just going to come down who can make that extra play on offense. I will trust Justin Herbert over Zach Wilson, so I will take the Chargers, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than you think there, Petey the Rabbit.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait all the way to Monday night for that one.
Yeah. I know you can't wait
so
for that
excited.
one. It's that time. It is that time. Pete's Buy Team Power Rankings has been a hit. We're increased 200% on views because of this segment right here. I just made that up. So if you're new, I don't know where the hell you've been, but Pete's been placing his buy teams in tiers. It's just whatever. He decides what it's based on. Like, it doesn't really have to be how teams are talent-wise. I don't know what you come up with, but you got Pete's Buy Team of the Week, which no team has been placed there yet for some reason. So close, better luck next year. Decent at best. Inappropriately bad and criminally bad. We have 4 teams. But first, I'll pick my buy team of the week. I'll tell you who the loser of the – there's actually some good candidates for buy team of the week. But the loser's the Broncos. They just got hot finally. They're looking good. They beat the Chiefs. You don't want the bye week yet. They also think they're in win now mode. They decided not to trade anybody. Now, I don't need them to go trade everybody or trade – it'd be ridiculous to trade a guy like Patrick Surtain. But I don't know. I don't like, not – selling players because you beat the Chiefs, but they did get hot, but now they're going to, sit on the bye week here. The Lions are kind of in the middle. I think the bye team of the week is between the Niners and the Jags, actually. The Jags, you could say, they're hot right now. Why would they want the bye week? Well, they're on a big streak. They're due for a loss. They kind of slipped up last week. They still won the game. They need a little break. So I think that's good. But the bye team of the week's got to be the Niners. Based on my criteria, because they're on a 3-game losing streak. They're beat up. They need to recoup, regroup, figure it out, get it together, get back going as a contender. So the Niners are the buy team of the week, in my opinion. But now it's time for what you've been waiting for here, Pete's buy team power rankings. What do you got?
I don't know. It seems
like a little bit of
a pretty boring. Seems like a pretty boring week here. I'm gonna go with.
Who are you starting with?
Like you were just saying, I'm gonna go with the Niners in that. So close, better luck next year. A lot of injuries, big losing streak. Time to recoup, get Purdy fully healthy, get him thinking straight. Took another smack to the ground with his head. Sure he's feeling that. Yeah, throw him in there. Broncos, we're going to throw them in criminally bad because they're just not a good team, and
they're on a 2-game winning streak. They beat the Chiefs.
They beat the Chiefs, and now they think they're contenders, and there's just no way they're going to contend at all. What are you doing? Why aren't you trading Jerry Jeudy at all? You've been talking about trading him for 3 years. Like this, you should be trading him now.
I've been talking about trading him since he's been in Alabama. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He should be off the team right now. You should be getting Marvin Mims some reps. The guy barely even plays. He was a second-round pick. Sean Payton doesn't know what he's doing over there. Just terrible.
Really let him have it.
Yeah, because that was just – I can't believe they didn't trade anybody.
No, win now. Win now mode.
Oof. These two teams are kind of in the same boat. I like what you said, though, with the Jags. I'm going to put them – I'm going to put the Jags in decent at best.
Okay.
like you said, like you would think a team like this, they're on a win streak, they're hot.
So hot right now.
But they squeaked by on some of these games. So I think they needed a little reset, a little time off, get recharged, ready to go for the rest of the season. We're going to throw the Lions in. I mean, they're kind of in the same boat here, too.
I mean, it reminds you that they bite kneecaps. I mean, it reminds you that Dan Campbell stuck his finger in his ear and then he smelled it.
We're going to put them in inappropriate bad just
because
for that.
That was inappropriate.
Just for that. That was inappropriate, not criminally bad, but inappropriately bad.
That was inappropriately bad. Okay. So there you have it.
You just don't do that.
You just don't do that. You don't do it.
Especially when you know
Niners,
cameras
Jags,
are on you.
Lions, Broncos. It's pretty fair rankings, I'd say.
I think so, too.
Yeah, pretty fair. Still, nobody's won Pete's bye team of the week. Not even his team, the Titans. They were what? Decent at best.
Decent at best.
Like you. Will anybody take it? Who will do it? That's more important than the Super Bowl. Like, if you somehow get that. Because
we're
Super
getting
Bowl,
down to the end here. I mean, there's
a winner for the Super Bowl every single year. There's never a Pete's bye team of the week.
There could just be.
It's more prestigious. Well, okay. I think that does it. We don't have Junior to tell us he's got bloody diarrhea here at the end.
Yeah.
Like similar to the last video. People probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, so let us know in the comments Junior's punishment next week in the video, or give us a joke about. Well, I don't know what I came up with, some sort of bullshit. Yeah, we'll be back next week with Week 10 pick'ems, and then 11 after that. We'll be here during playoffs, Super Bowl. We got you. Don't you worry. Hopefully you can join us. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.